There's a school 3 miles from here. You won't find it on Google Maps. The government has no records of it. No students, no staff, no name. Eerie. But every morning at 7:43 a.m. a bell rings. Every night at 2:14 a.m. lights turn on one by one. And sometimes you can hear someone crying from inside. This is the recording of Jeremy Harlow, the janitor who took a night job at the school that doesn't exist. His body was never found. Jeremy Harlow wasn't looking for anything strange. He just needed a job. The flyer had no logo, no address, just a message. Night janitor needed. Cash daily, no questions. It led him to an empty parking lot at 11 p.m. Cold fog covered the area, but as he stepped forward, fluorescent lights flickered on in the distance. Surprised, a building stood there that wasn't there before. He thought it was some startup prank, but curiosity won. Inside, the walls smelled like old chalk and dust. He walked down the main hallway. Every door was locked, except the janitor's closet. Inside, a clipboard lay on the desk. Perplexed. No job contract, no rules. Just a note. Sternly, clean room 108 first. Do not enter room 313. Room 108 was at the end of the hallway. Eerie. As he walked, every fluorescent light turned on one by one ahead of him. Behind him, each bulb turned off, like the school was guiding him. Room 108 was a math classroom. Chalk equations covered the board. Every desk was pristine, as if students had just left. Puzzled, but there were no chairs. He picked up a broken ruler. The edges were smeared with something dark, not ink. In the trash bin was a stack of crumpled homework sheets. Every paper had the same name scrawled on it. Shocked. Jeremy Harlow, incomplete. Grade F. Shaky voice. His hands shook. Disturbed. He never attended this school. He had no kids, no reason to be listed. Short pause. From the hallway, a door creaked open. Goss. He turned. Room 313. Ominous. The one he was told not to open. But the door was ajar. Eerie. And from within, a faint radio signal hummed. You are not supposed to be here. Yet. Fearful. He backed away. Second night, same time. Skeptical. He told himself it was just a dream, maybe a prank. Surprised. But when he arrived, room 108 was already spotless. And now the note said, ominous. Each locker had a name. Some were scratched out. Others still read, Jeremy Harlow. Jeremy Harlow. Jeremy Harlow. Over and over again. Jeremy opened a locker at random. Inside was a spiral staircase made of rusted iron, leading deeper into the dark. As he descended, he heard the sounds, not of students, but of shuffling feet, of metals scraping stone, and something breathing slowly. At the bottom was a room with no ceiling, just sky, starless, endless. Desks were arranged in perfect rows, but there were no students. Only mannequins dressed in old-school uniforms, heads bowed, hands folded. They were all facing a blackboard. On the blackboard, a single sentence, written in what looked like bone dust. Class still in session. Do not interrupt. He took a step forward. All the mannequin heads snapped toward him. Jeremy ran. He pushed open the next door and stumbled into another hallway. This one curved like a spiral. The walls had photos pinned up. Photos of children. But their faces were smudged out. One photo caught his eye. It was him, but younger. A kid, smiling. In the background was this same school. He had never been here before. He was sure of it. Uncertain, wasn't he? As he moved forward, whispers echoed. Late again. Always late. Unteachable. He found a door labeled detention. It was warm to the touch. He opened it. Inside, rows of chairs. Every chair had a name carved into it. All the names were his. In the front was a teacher's desk, empty. But the chalkboard now read, Final Warning. The lights went out, then flickered back on. He was back at the beginning of the hallway. Room 108. Same smell, same dust, same note. Clean room 108 first. Do not enter room 313. But this time, the date on the paper was from 10 years ago. He ran, tried every door. They led to the same place. Room 108, room 313, locker 313, over and over again. Each time he opened a locker, it whispered, Still not ready. On the 7th loop, he didn't run. He entered room 313. Inside was a desk. On the desk was a mirror. In it, he saw himself, wearing a teacher's uniform. Behind him in the reflection, rows of mannequins, waiting. The mirror pulsed, then cracked. A hand reached out from within it, his own hand. It pulled him in. The next morning, the flyer returned to the bus stop. Night janitor needed.